The biggest difference between a dhanda and a startup is scalability. Is it scalable or not? Which means कि अगर आपने आज एक दुकान खोल दी है यहाँ पे और आप कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स बेचते हैं, to scale that you have to open another dukaan and then another dukaan, right? And that is physically impossible. Like how many dukans can you open? How much money do you have, right? So normally when we talk about scaling, it's based on technology. अगर आपने पाकिस्तान में 10 करोड़ आवाम को रीच करना है, आप फिजिकली जाके लोगों से मिल तो नहीं सकते. You have to reach them through the phone in their hand. And that's where so that's why most of the investments coming
tech-enabled startups
are coming into tech-enabled startups, but not because of the tech, but because they have the ability to reach more people. Tech allows greater reach. So scalability is the first thing we look at. The second one is growth. Now with the halat globally, the economic pressure, now we're talking about sustainable growth or self-sustaining growth, which means पहले क्या होता था, आपने इन्वेस्टर से पैसे लिए और मार्केट में अरबों रुपए आपने फेंक दिए. करीम का क्या मॉडल था? करीम ने इन्वेस्टर से मेरा ख्याल है $700-800 million लिए थे over a period of 5-7 years, and that money was spent in marketing, was spent in bringing captains, bringing customers, customer subsidies. कैप्टन को ठोक के पैसे दिए. जब शुरू में करीम आया था पाकिस्तान, महीने में एक कैप्टन 1.5 से 2 लाख रुपए निकाल रहा था और उस ज़माने में करोला 50-60 हज़ार रुपए की मिलती थी महीने की. तो लोगों ने पूरी करोला, उस ज़माने में 14 लाख रुपए की करोला थी, साल में पूरी करोला पे ऑफ कर दी. इतने पैसे कमाए लोगों ने, राइट? बट दैट कांट लास्ट. करीम के साथ सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा ये हुआ कि उनकी जो टाइमिंग थी 2019 में उन्होंने कंपनी बेच दी $3 अरब के लिए. और जब ये हुआ, पूरी दुनिया में ये धमाके की आवाज़ आई थी, बिकॉज अचानक लॉस एंजलिस, सैन फ्रांसिस्को, जिसको हम वैली बोलते हैं, पीपल they woke up and they said, wait, what? $3 billion? $3 billion with a B, that's 9 zeros. That's a lot of zeros. For a market like Middle East Pakistan, that's an enormous, nobody had ever imagined कि इतना बड़ा exit region में हो सकता है. And it was phenomenal. अच्छा, उस वक्त 3,000 लोग काम करते थे करीम में. जब acquisition हुई तो that came down to 1,200, 1,400. तो जो 1,800 लोग बाहर निकले, उन्होंने अपनी कंपनियां शुरू की, क्योंकि सबने पैसे कमाए, right? Everyone had stock options from Careem. So even if you had this many stock options, you made $50,000, $30,000, right? इतने से stock options के साथ. क्योंकि आप imagine करें, 3 billion का 1% is 30 million. 0.1% is $3 million, right? 0.00 मतलब आप हिसाब लगा लें.
I can understand.
So, अब those people, there are more than 100 companies that have been started by ex-Careemers across not only Pakistan but across the Middle East as well. These people we call ourselves Careemers, but the industry calls us the Careem Mafia.
अच्छा.
Because early 2000s में PayPal के साथ यही हुआ था, and they were called the PayPal Mafia because they went everywhere. Like they exploded and went everywhere, और वहाँ पे जो है ना उनके जरासीम फैल गए और उन्होंने पेपाल की तरह काम करना शुरू कर दिया. तो इस वक्त जो करीम इफेक्ट है, we are talking about hundreds of companies that have raised millions of dollars that are providing employment to thousands of people across the region right now, today. And there are so many well-known brands. अगर आप उसके बारे में आपको मैं बताऊं, you will be in shock कि अच्छा ये करीमर ने शुरू की. Oh God, I didn't know that. Right? So many. I don't even want to name them because if I forget someone, they'll get really pissed कि यार तुमने मेरा नाम नहीं लिया. But
talking about the point कि करीम ने ये किया था कि when they raised the funds, तो उन्होंने इस जगह पर लगाए. So what do you think कि जब कोई funds raise करे at the first attempt, कहाँ पे spend करना चाहिए?
So we were talking about growth, right? So yes, you need to invest in growth. But that doesn't mean that you make a business model that is unsustainable. So for example, there's a delivery model that says कि जी मेरी एक cost है to deliver a package of 100 rupees. इससे कम अगर मैं पैसे लूँगा तो ये मेरे जेब से जाएंगे. ठीक है? तो आप क्या चार्ज करते हैं? आप 102 रुपये चार्ज करते हैं, ताकि आप नेगेटिव में ना जाएं. जब आप फंड्स रेज करते हैं, आपके पास अचानक $10 million आ गए, आपने कहा यार मैं 80 रुपए में कर देता हूँ तुम्हें भाई, वो बंदा कहता है यार कर ले भाई, मेरा पूरे कंपनी का उठा ले, बल्कि मेरे 10 और दोस्त हैं उनका भी काम कर ले, क्योंकि मार्केट से रेट कम मिल रहा है आपको, क्योंकि 20 रुपए आप जेब से दे रहे हैं. So this is the old earn and burn model, right? So you're burning cash to make money, which is
or to build the reach.
But now that doesn't work, because now investors are saying भाई profitability बताओ, कब पैसे raise होंगे, कब आपकी जो bottom line है वो positive हो जाएगी. And so we're talking about sustainable growth, right?
So they did that to build that customer base?
Yes. Acquire customers and acquire captains.
But so today, if you have to build a customer base, तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ advantage देना पड़ेगा. So if you are raising funds,
no, but not necessarily promotions, right? You can do it through advertising. You can do it through 100 other ways. Where you build a sustainable brand rather than a brand that's driven only by promotion.
So can you think of few things के once somebody raise the funds, तो क्या वो segments हैं जिन पे they should invest on?
The first, in my view, the first thing they need to do is to make sure their technology is sound, right? If you are providing a rubbish experience to your customers, they will leave. So your app, your technology, your website, whatever has to be very good. UI पे focus करें, user interface, user experience पे focus करें, build a product that is really solving a need. Not just flashy UI UX, but solving a real consumer need. ठीक है? Second, you need to invest on your own team. You need to get good people, make sure that you have the right resources in place to be able to fuel that growth, because growth is not fueled by money, growth is driven by people. People have to do the tasks. You can't hire ChatGPT at this point to do the tasks for you, because at the end of the day, ChatGPT cannot go and deliver packages, cannot drive a car yet. It may do it at some point, but not yet. The third thing you will invest in is marketing and branding, right? So you need to build your brand. You need people to be aware of your brand. If they don't know about your brand, how will they use your service? And you have to give them compelling reasons to use your brand, right? So the benefits you offer them, you have to connect with your target audience in a deep way, in a meaningful way, which means you have to invest in understanding your target audience.